Welcome back, Indiana Sports Beat, here on this Tuesday, June 20th, and we welcome in our favorite K-Bro, Kevin Brockway. How are you, brother?
Good morning, Jim. Beautiful day here in Omaha. It's good to be back in the Midwest for a little bit, and great event, College World Series, and Florida off to a pretty good start. They're 2-0 out here, and this is definitely a bucket list thing, Jim. You should come out here sometime, enjoy some of the steaks, and take in some great college baseball, great atmosphere, and a beautiful new downtown stadium.
Well, like Justin commenting on the Andy Moore Honda hotline, I love Omaha. Omaha! I love Omaha. I love steaks, of course, but what's the area called? There's an area downtown there, great little area where all the restaurants and bars are.
The Garden District, yeah, the Garden District. They got a spaghetti warehouse down there. They got all sorts of good bars and restaurants and stuff. And it's a really nice city. They really galvanize this event. They really get into it. It's their big event of the year. You could just see it in terms of the number of locals from Omaha that come out and support it. And you're talking about jam-packed crowds every night, 24,000. It's really. I would say a very underrated city in that regard in terms of how they get along. And, I don't know if there are any Better Call Saul fans out there, but I haven't found Gene Takovic yet. But I did drive by some houses where it looked like he may have robbed in that series.
Oh, throwing some great shady references there. I love it. Yes. But yeah, and Omaha is the College World Series is unique because the NCAA tournament gets moved around in different places. Everything gets moved around. Football gets moved around. This is something that doesn't and shouldn't because, number one, they know how to do it. They know how to do it so well, and they do it so well. And this is a deal that needs to stay in one place.
Yeah, and I went to the last one in Rosenblatt in 2010, but they've really done a super job with this stadium downtown. I mean, it's a gorgeous, modern facility. And it's an interesting ballpark too, because when the wind is blowing in, it's a pretty hard place to hit the ball out of. I mean, it's a bigger park. It's 408 in dead center, 330 down the line, 375 in the power alley. So it's got some major league dimensions to it. And I mean, the grass is beautiful, and they've just done a really good job with that stadium downtown. And obviously everything is within walking distance, so it's really become this great festival atmosphere. And there's enough parking space. You see guys tailgating down at the parking lot, and they really enjoy it. It's right across the street from, that huge natatorium where they hold the Olympic trials, and then the convention center where Creighton plays too. So I remember I ran into some Creighton basketball fans here a couple of years ago, and you know what their cheer? They have this weird cheer because of the Blue Jays. They have their cheer is peck, 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 get some seed.
I was there for a rodeo, working in professional rodeo in the media department at Omaha. It was a big event, but I saw Elvis's daughter in concert. I mean, which is just weird. She just happened to be doing it, but yeah, that was wild.
Lisa Marie, the late Lisa Marie Presley, which is something. But it's just really good city, and it's been really good baseball. 6 of the 8 games have been decided by one run, Jim. It's been a really fascinating series. I mean, Florida has had an interesting ride in the fact that, in their first game, they rallied for 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th to beat Virginia. Then in the second game, they had a 5-1 lead, and they barely held on 5-4. Their coach, Kevin O'Sullivan, actually made too many mound visits. He went out and was forced to pull his closer, and they had to bring in a freshman with a 5-3 lead, and the freshman barely got it done. I mean, there were 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, runners on first and third, and a kind of like a deep shot hit to center field, but the center fielder made a catch. So it's a big escape for Florida, and they're in a really good spot right now, being 2-0, them and Wake Forest. I think that's really the key to this event is a double elimination event. But if you go 2-0, you get 2 days off, Monday, Tuesday, and your pitching sets up really well for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, how fun is it for you to get to go cover this? Because it's not often it's not a lot of people that get to go cover the College World Series, man. I mean, you when you were at Indiana, you got to cover the NCAA and basketball and all that, but this is a different type of deal, different vibe.
Yeah, and I've done 5 of them. This is my 5th, and I covered the national championship series in 2017. I wasn't there for the whole time in 2017. I just did the championship series that year. But it really is, Jim. It's it's a long event, and it's kind of weird because you don't know how long you're going to stay. So the good thing about this hotel is you have laundry. So I actually did some laundry last night. Didn't.
I bet they have breakfast.
And they have free breakfast. So
you don't pass up. You don't pass that up. I know you don't pass a meal up.
I you know Jim, but it's been a very so far. It's crazy. I've been here for about 5 or 6 days already, and it could be with the way Florida's going. The final series, the last game of the final series will be Monday, so it could be a 13-day stay out here. So you really get to know all the local spots and. Hopefully I can find a karaoke place. We'll see. But I did go to Casio's for steak, and that's a great place. The Drover is another great steakhouse out here that I might be able to check out before the trip is through. So it's been it's been a lot of fun.
Let's see who was someone asked. It's already passed by, but Fred asked who you're picking, which he's not picking anybody because he's covering them, but. I would imagine since you're covering Florida, that's who your favorite is. But do you have a favorite to win it? Not picking, but.
I picked before the tournament began, I picked Florida and LSU, and I picked LSU to win it. But LSU's on pretty shaky ground now. So it's looking like, Wake Forest might be. Wake Forest and Florida are the number 1 and number 2 national seeds, and LSU was 5th. Oral Roberts has been a really scrappy team. I mean, they gave Florida all they can handle. It'll be interesting to see if they can. Get out of the losers bracket today and win and get another shot at Florida because they've really got some mojo going. They've got a veteran team. They're a really tough lineup. They've got an All-American closer. I guess my big question with Oral Roberts, if they did win today, would be, do they have enough pitching? And they were another team that rallied late in their first game. I mean, TCU, too. I mean, they could come out of the bracket today. They might be a little dangerous. They're another team that's been hot late in the year. But I think Florida and Wake Forest are in a pretty good spot right now to meet in the final series.
Why should baseball fans just, travel to go see the World Series, the College World Series, without having a team in it? You've gotten to see a lot of the things. So for the casual fan who doesn't have a team in it, why should they go see the College World Series?
Oh, just the atmosphere, and the stadium, like I said before, is beautiful, and it's downtown, and just watching these kids compete and these kids play, and it's, they really put everything out on the line. And I think we've seen that, like I said, in this tournament with never 1-run games. You have that sense of desperation, even though it's not a one and done like the NCAA tournament. It's still, 2, and I think these guys know that their season on the line. They play with that sense of desperation and urgency, and it's just, like I said, a really fun event. And it's you can walk around from the ballpark and to different, bars and restaurants. And, another funny thing they do here, Jim, they do the Jello shot challenge.
I saw that.
And I contributed with 2 for Florida, but LSU was running away with it. I think LSU is over 20,000.
21,000. But that's because the founder of Raising Cane must have bought a bunch. Ole Miss held the record before that with like 17,000 purchased Jello shots at this place there, I guess. So, well, it looks like, it's going to be fun. So we'll watch the rest of that and see how it goes. Games are on today and tonight, so you can check those out. And then Florida playing.